But we've talked a lot about Liverpool's weaknesses this season, and one of them is obviously set pieces. And surprise, surprise, Brentford's strengths, set pieces, long throws, long passes. And after their performance against West Ham on Monday, where they won 2-0, I'm a bit worried about this game. And are we justified about being worried?
I'll tell you what, if you watched them against West Ham last night, which I did, then you would be very worried. But I'm hoping that was more to do with the fact that West Ham are awful and that Brentford are unbelievable, because they battered them last night. I don't think they're going to find it that easy against Liverpool, but I do think they are capable in that home atmosphere of making it difficult, being threatening from set pieces, and Liverpool don't look that great from those at the moment. So yeah, it's a tough game, and it has been a tough game for Liverpool in recent years, hasn't it? Going there, they've never found it easy. So, you know, they're in an awful run of fixtures at the moment, by the way, because you think, like, you know, you have 3 home away games on the bounce, and you get 1 little home game, and then it's 2 away games on the bounce. I mean, they're surely due a big run of home games now, because it feels like they've never been at Anfield recently. So, but this is another tough one. But as we say, that pressure's there. Liverpool have to click. They have to start picking up points. They can't just keep losing and saying, oh, well, Brentford's a tough one. I mean, it is, but come on. Liverpool, with the quality they put on the pitch, they should be able to win this game. So, yeah, they've just got to be better than they have been, really. And as much as that looks like a difficult one, I don't think those excuses will wash up full time. You can get unlucky in these games, but equally, come on, just show the best of yourselves. You've got way too much quality to be going to Brentford and fearing that they'll turn you over. I just think Liverpool have got to play better than they have been doing.
I'm going to put you on the spot here for some selection choices, because obviously we don't know what will happen in terms of injuries, but who do you go for in midfield and the forward line? And obviously who you select in midfield could affect right back, because if you don't choose Dominik Szoboszlai in the double pivot or the number 10 role, then maybe he'll have to play right back. But who would you go for?
Yeah, I think in central midfield at the moment, I'm kind of, you know, Gravenberch has got to start if he's fit. By the way, we'll kind of see around that with his ankle. But I think, you know, Gravenberch's got to always be in there. And then I think I would quite like to see at the moment, to be honest. And I think this works out some of the problems, really, is to go with a kind of Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, Curtis Jones central midfield. I think Curtis Jones gives you that progression that you're lacking. He drops in alongside Gravenberch, keeps the ball, wins his battles, which is important. You know, you get Szoboszlai running and the ability to both support the attack and drop in and help out when Liverpool are countered. And I would move Beerts to the left-hand side, because I just think, and you know, I saw Jamie Carragher actually spoke about this on Sky Sports, and I think he's right. There's so much about using him in that position that makes sense for Liverpool at the moment. I think it's too tight in that number 10 position in the Premier League for him to adapt nicely. I think he'll get a bit more space to build up pace coming in off the left-hand side if he plays there. He'll be a better link up with Kerkez, because that was not working with Gakpo at the moment. I think Gakpo's form is poor at the moment as well. So I think that's how you kind of work it out. It gets McAllister out the team because his form is poor. It gets Wirtz in it, but not in a position where, you know, you're expecting him to be a full out-and-out central midfielder. So it adds a bit to your attack. It adds a bit to your midfield as well. So that's the way I would like to see it work out. And I think obviously Ekitike and Isak probably job sharing. You know, maybe we'll see Ekitike in Frankfurt, Isak for the Brentford game. And then on that right-hand side, you know, I wouldn't be against a little bit of Federico Chiesa, but I expect they'll play Salah through this run and try and get the best out of him that way. But I think, yeah, maybe Chiesa in Frankfurt and Salah for the game against Brentford. Again, I wouldn't be against that. But it'd be interesting to see what the manager does. But I think the core thing that I want to stress there is that I want to see that Jones, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai midfield, Wirtz on the left. I think if you do that, it might solve quite a few of the problems that Liverpool have got at the moment, and there are a few of them.
Well, my next question is, I'm very nervous to ask you about this, but score prediction for the Brentford game?
They won't keep a clean sheet, will they? They'll definitely concede from a long throw or something, but surely the goals have got to start going in, because, I mean, it's 3 goals off about 7.5 expected goals in the last 3 or 4 games. So I think that's going to turn. So maybe they'll get a 3-1 win.